What's up everybody? Dr. Dylan here. In this video we're going to talk about how you can improve your shoulder rotation, specifically internal rotation using the sleeper stretch position. So to set it up, I'm going to lie on my side. I'm going to use a yoga block as a pillow just to help take some tension off of my head. I'll show you on my left side here. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm lying in a straight line. First, I'm going to bring my elbow out. So I'm making like a 90-degree angle from or at my shoulder here. My elbow is straight out in front of me. That's where I want everybody to start, and then you can make some changes if you need to. From here, I'm going to push my hips back a little bit, give myself a little bit of room. Shrink my hips back if you're familiar with jiu-jitsu. I have my pillow here when I need it, but what I want to start off by doing is just lifting myself up. I'm going to draw my shoulder blade back in towards my spine. So I'm pulling that shoulder under me. I'm not letting it come all the way out here. Especially when we get into the stretch, you're going to have to pay attention to what's happening with your own shoulder blade. So I'm just giving a little push up, drawing that shoulder blade back towards my spine, getting my shoulder under my upper body here or my head. Now I'll come back down, I'll rest into that position. Now internal rotation, bringing my hand or my forearm down towards the floor here into that position at the same time. Remember, keep trying to draw that shoulder blade back lightly. That way we're not losing position, letting that shoulder start to flare out and allowing yourself to come down even lower, because now we're compensating. We're not hitting that capsule like we need to. So I'm in position here. I'm going to give that pressure at the end of my forearm. I typically try and avoid the hand or the wrist, jamming in here. You're going to get more leverage just at the end of the forearm here into that stretch. Now what's happening, we're stretching that shoulder capsule. You're going to start to feel it open up on the back side of the shoulder joint itself. So ease into that pressure. Now, here's where you can start making some modifications. If you have, more range of motion, obviously I want to try and get as low to the floor as I can. You can always adjust it. You can drop that elbow a little bit or bring it closer to your side. You can also bring it up a little bit higher. Everyone's going to be a little different, but start off directly in front of the body. We're keeping that shoulder blade drawn back. I'm giving that pressure at the end of the forearm, lowering it down. I'm internally rotating that shoulder. Now, last little cue, as you're relaxing into this position, focus on your breathing. 4 seconds in, 8 seconds out if you can. Or again, just a nice slow exhale. Let the body relax into the position. Get comfortable here. Now, don't let the shoulders rotate back. You can see as I do that, I'll get more range of motion. As I come back forward, my shoulders or my upper body is perpendicular to the floor and the ceiling. I'm not going to get quite as far, but I know I'm targeting the area that I want to. So I'll hang out here for about 2 minutes in that passive stretch. Once I get ready for my pails and rails, what I would do is go into my irradiation, creating as much tension through the rest of my body as I can, through the legs, squeeze the knees together, create that tension through the core. We're just trying to ramp that nervous system up. My pails, I'm going to initiate external rotation, which is pulling upwards into my blocking hand here. So gently to start, 10% effort, I'm pulling upwards. I'm going to ramp that up gradually, 10 to 20% to 30, all the way up to your maximum safest contraction. We want to hit max effort for 10 to 15 seconds on those pails. And then right after that, we're going into our rails, which is going to be trying to pull down away from my block hand or my support hand, pulling deeper into internal rotation. So those internal rotators, the subscapularis, you can feel a little deeper into the armpit, a little bit of the pec. Those are our rails right after you go through those pails. Max effort, again, 10 to 15 second hold. After that first set, if you want to go through another one, you can. Just remember, if you're going to do more, I like to reset in between each set of pails and rails. I'll draw that shoulder blade back again, make sure I'm in good position. Back into my static stretch. Maybe I'll do a minute on that second set, focusing on my breathing. Irradiate, create my pails tension into external rotation, pulling up into my block hand here, but not letting it move. Going right into my rail, so I'm staying at that end range. I'm creating more internal rotation, tension, trying to pull away from that top hand. Now, as you work on that, we're looking to expand that shoulder capsule, create a little bit more range of motion into that internal rotation direction. Really important for shoulder health. And if you have some restrictions there, give this one a try. If you have questions, let me know. And if you're looking for a more in-depth analysis of what your body may actually need, some of what your limitations are, how you can program some of these mobility exercises to get the most out of it and actually reach your goals, let me know and let's set up a visit.